is a running property that I'm associated with. It's a multi-city women's only running event. It has 10K, 5K and 3K. The idea is to encourage women from all walks of life, all fitness levels, all ages, to participate in a journey where they're on their way to wellness. Now, the interesting thing why a run like this came about was because mainstream running events, and I should know, I run over 16 half marathons. Mainstream running events don't see more than 15 to 18% female participation. Mainstream sporting events like marathons, cyclothons, any large community sporting events see a female participation of not more than 15 to 16%. Now that is the reason one looks for events where women are made to feel comfortable. Now why don't women participate in such events? Well, it's a function of the fact that it's a crowded place, that it's dominated by men, and typically women don't feel comfortable in crowded places, and we know why. Now, the message of Pinkathon really was to get women to focus on their fitness and their wellness, because women in a deeply patriarchal society like ours put everybody above themselves, their children, their husbands, their in-laws, and they come last. And you as a doctor would agree that so many women out there just don't care enough about their health or their wellness. So the idea of Pinkathon and to use breast cancer as an awareness drive was to get more women to be aware. Because, I mean, I don't want to be able to go on about cancer, but unfortunately breast cancer exists. We don't know why it's there, but we do know that the only way to fight it is early detection. And I think in that regard, the multi-city runs that we do in Pinkathon have had great success. But on the note of patriarchy and the deep incidence of female feticide that's prevalent, and that's one of the things we work at in my grandfather's foundation that I set up, is the incidence of female feticide is highest in affluent areas. So if you're rich, if you are well-to-do, it doesn't mean you're mentally evolved. The gender bias in society, this misogynistic culture that we have, this overtly patriarchal culture cuts across class, economics, social and religious divides. So you don't have to be rich or poor, educated or uneducated to believe that boys are better than girls. And this is a two-pronged malaise. I mean, obviously it exists in our homes where mothers are complicit in passing on this patriarchy because they treat girls not the same as their sons. And of course, in schools, gender stereotypification continues. You don't take science because science is tough. You don't play sports, you go do needlework. The boys can take science because they have to become engineers, doctors, and you know, chemical engineers, and then later filmmakers. But essentially, the gender stereotypification which we all indulge in, girls shouldn't do this, girls shouldn't do that, raise your daughter like a girl, raise your son like a girl, or your girl like a boy. I don't think there should be gender divides.
While that exists in society, I think I've done, you know, like, even if it's 1%, a small little contribution to the cause. So that's what Lakshmi is about. I'm extremely proud about the film. Like she said, it was fantastic to see an international audience actually vote it as the best film at the Palm Springs Film Festival. This was just about 3 weeks ago. So it's very encouraging that at least it's moving in the right direction.
Hi, this is Malaika Arora Khan, and keep watching Bollywood Now.